Hey. Time for another Out of This World story from rSpace. Everything's fun and games until someone gets caught. But why is it then so hard to decide whether to stay or go? Today on rSpace, let's help make the choice a little clearer. Up first, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Walked in on my fiancé cheating 2 months before our wedding. Let me start off by saying that I don't even know what I'm looking for in this post. I just figured it was a good place to lay out the full story and get it off my chest. My fiancé, 22 female, and I, 25 male, have been together for nearly 6 years. She was my first love, first kiss, first everything. We have grown so much together through these last 6 years that, although things have been rocky as of late, I truly believed she was who I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. I couldn't, still can't, even fathom somebody else being in my life, but she has left me no choice. 3 weeks ago, we had our wedding shower. It was anxious, stressful, etc., but we really did have a great time and appreciated all of the family and friends that came to show support. It was our first event leading up to the May wedding and made things feel much more like a reality. This was on Saturday. That night, she was hanging out with her friend, 19 male. This guy was the younger brother of my best friend, so although some people are very skeptical about their partner having friends of the opposite sex, I justified it. The guy was super quiet, shy, and socially awkward, and she helped him out of that shell, as my fiancé was a social butterfly. I never imagined what I ended up finding. At 10:30 a.m. the next morning, I walked outside to my shop to find her cheating on me with him. This is not the first time she has done this with another guy. However, the first time, she came directly to me in a ball of tears and told me everything. This was roughly 4 years ago. We worked through it, and things were much better afterwards. However, in this situation, I can't help but to believe that this has been going on for a while. She claims I had walked in on the first time, but they've been spending much more time together lately, and I've tried to look past it, as I always thought they were just best friends. Fast forward 3 weeks to today. She's moving the last of her things out of my house this week and taking 2 of our 4 dogs with her. My house is a wreck, as she's taken all of our living room furniture, our bedroom TV, dining room table, etc. Granted, she paid for some of it prior to us moving in together, and some was given to us by her godmother. However, she is taking every possible thing that she's justified in taking. She has finally admitted to me that her and this guy friend have serious feelings for each other. They have been intimate since I caught them the first time, and I know that they're still seeing each other every day. She seems to show no remorse for what she did and seems to be much happier living in this fun little fling with this guy who has no job, no education, and lives with his mother. I gave her everything she could possibly need. I took care of her, even taking on a parental type role, which I think had slowly deteriorated our love and affection. However, I still love and care so deeply for her. She is diagnosed severe bipolar and struggles heavily with depression and anxiety. I have done my best to help her mental state in the last 6 years that I believe it has negatively affected my own. But that was just one of the sacrifices I made because I loved her so deeply. I'm okay with living without her. I'm okay with not being in a relationship with her. What I'm struggling so mightily with is the fact that 3 weeks after our wedding shower and after I caught her cheating, she has moved on and is already getting intimate with this other guy. I don't know if this has to do with her bipolar disorder or her history of self-sabotage, or if she is simply much more happy with this guy than she ever was with me. Either way, she has absolutely broken me, and I don't know how to continue. I'm an introvert, and I struggle meeting new people, especially women. She cheated on me and has already moved out and enjoying her life with another guy like nothing ever happened, while I'm left in an empty, quiet house, alone with nothing on the horizon to escape me from this deep loneliness I'm feeling. Again, I don't know what I'm looking for in this post. I just needed a place to write out my feelings. I know it's a long post and I probably could have made it much, much longer. Thank you to any of you who might have made it this far, and any kind words, advice, etc. would be greatly appreciated. Oh, ask for advice? Let's give it to him, shall we? Blyvey starts us off. Sounds like you got a lucky break before kids were involved. There's clearly something not right with her. A major lesson has been learned here for the next partner you find won't be a project, but an equal partner. OK Investigator 9547 says, it may not feel like it now, but she did you a huge favor. Obviously, she does not love you, but she was prepared to marry you and keep things going with her boyfriend. What kind of person does that? Make sure you block her everywhere you can think of, because once things fizzle out with him, she's going to have serious regrets and will try everything she can to get back with you. Don't fall for it. Mixture According 4911 says, I don't want to sound mean, but you desperately need to hear this. She has no morals. This isn't about her bipolar disorder. This isn't about any failure of yours. She made a long-term repeated decision to crap all over you and your relationship. This isn't about any excuse you can cook up for her. She isn't the girl you love. She is a scam artist who sold you a lie. She is someone entirely different than you ever believed. She has no morals and doesn't respect you at all. Love without respect isn't real love at all. It's time to move on. Keep your head up and start living for yourself instead of someone else. It won't be easy, and your subconscious will always love the woman who never existed. It sucks. You will slowly get over it though. You got this, man. Yikes. A parental role? I'm not sure that's the type of role that anyone should be establishing in a relationship. I feel like that maybe should have been a red flag, along with the first time you caught her cheating. We can't lose ourselves in relationships. Relationships should be 100% on each side. Of course, there's ebbs and flows, but if someone isn't reciprocating, we really have to ask ourselves some hard questions. Like, is this relationship really a relationship? Is it worth it? She continued to disprove herself worthy of being with you. It's pretty clear that she had moved on long before the wedding shower, OP. What do you think? Next, a serial cheater desperate to be locked down. Should I stay or should I go? I've been with my girlfriend for a little over a decade. She is a serial cheater. She cheated multiple times 2 years after we started dating, had a month-long affair 4 years after that, and another month-long affair 4 years after that, 6 months ago. She never seemed genuinely remorseful. Each time, she had opportunities to come clean, but forced me into a position where I had to snoop into her phone to find the truth. She displayed all the characteristic cheater behaviors, including lying, gaslighting, and Darvo. She would probably disagree, but in my opinion, we rug-swept each affair, and she never really put in a full effort to change or help me heal. We've done couples counseling off and on, and she has been in individual counseling consistently for the past 3 years. The last affair, 6 months ago, she blamed me because I hadn't proposed to her yet. Can you guess why? She's given me an ultimatum that if I don't propose in the next year, she will leave. Despite her efforts in therapy, I don't believe her thinking has changed significantly. She hasn't really helped me heal and instead put way too much emphasis on the proposal question. She's so focused on marriage that she doesn't seem to care much about my healing process. We don't have any kids or shared assets. I'm leaning towards leaving her at this point. Given her horrendous track record, I feel that it's only a matter of time before she cheats again. Is there any hope for reconciliation, or should I go with my gut and end this dysfunctional relationship? I think the best way to heal from any of this is to move on entirely from the relationship. Why would you stay with someone who is constantly proving to you that they don't want to be with you and aren't interested in maintaining a relationship with you? She's probably cheating on you this very moment. Leave. Save yourself, OP. Update. A month later. I posted my story below to the reconciliation sub as a Hail Mary, and the overwhelming advice I got was to leave, which was pretty much the way I was leaning anyway. Now I'm a survivor of infidelity. We already separated after her most recent affair, so the actual breakup was pretty easy. I wrote her a long letter, which I hand-delivered to her, and she broke down and begged for me not to leave. It was hard, but after so many betrayals, I just can't see any light at the end of that tunnel. So I turned around and left. Blocked her on everything the same day. I feel incredibly numb. She was my first real relationship, my first and only love so far in life. For the past 6 months, I knew this was coming, but now that it's done, I don't know how to feel. I just feel nothing. I don't even know what this post is for. Just babbling into the void. Let's check in with more community reactions. First from Sosivitus. We don't have any kids or shared assets. Every chump's sad but realistic dream. As much as the pain will be there for a while, you're free to heal without the mess that comes with so many other stories on here. Take that positive and embrace it. I think your future self will thank you. Good luck. The OP replies, yeah, the one good thing I've done in life is not tie myself to her with marriage or kids. I should have left 8 years ago. I'm never getting those years back, but at least I'm materially free from her, although mentally, I'm a total wreck, to be honest. I sincerely wish you all the best after this, OP. I'm sorry that it took so long for you to be free of such a mess. What was the cherry on top for you when it came to staying with a serial cheater? Let us know in the comments below. Lastly, 2 can play at this game. My, female 18, boyfriend, male 22, wanted an open relationship. Now he accuses me of cheating. I will try to cut the story as short as possible, as there is a TLDR at the end. However, I am very confused right now, and therefore please excuse if my writing isn't perfectly stringent. So, me, female 18, and my boyfriend, male 22, have been together for over 1 year now. We do have a good relationship and never really went in big problems. He's my first boyfriend, and I was always happy that he is respectful and caring. About half a year ago, he asked me what I would think about an open relationship. His reasoning was actually kind of cute. He said that he loves me and wants me to be the woman he spends the rest of his life with, but is actually afraid that we are both too young to sexually commit to each other without having the fear of missing out. However, I told him that I cannot imagine being happy in an open relationship, and he accepted that. 2 months later, he brought that up again, and this time I wasn't as surprised. So we had a discussion, and I was more open to the idea. We talked about it almost daily for about 2 weeks, and in the end, I agreed that we could try it. Actually, nothing really happened then. I know that he tried to pick up other girls sometimes when he was out to a party, but it never worked. I didn't even try anything, so basically the relationship was open only in theory. However, this changed in the last week. I was on a short vacation with friends to go skiing. My boyfriend did not join us. We were a mixed group of 5 people and shared an Airbnb in the Alps. It was a fun vacation, and there was some tension from time to time. While 2 of my friends had sex in the first night, I was a bit hesitant because of my boyfriend. When one of the guys flirted with me at the next day, I played along, and since my boyfriend wanted to have an open relationship, I wasn't seeing a problem in that. It was fun, and I was attracted to him. We ended up taking a shower together, and one thing led to another. In the end, I went down on him. When I came home, and my boyfriend asked about how it was, I immediately told him everything, and he completely freaked out. I felt guilty for making him feel bad and excused for that. I also asked him if it would have been better to not tell him or tell him differently. He had a complete meltdown. He was angry and called me a cheater and liar. I was honestly confused. He left and did not pick up the phone when I tried to call him. He is still avoiding contact now. I actually do not blame him for feeling sad when he heard that I went down on someone else. However, I cannot understand how he doesn't see my side. He was the one who wanted an open relationship, and he actively tried to act on that in the past. Now he is mad at me. Let's see what the community thinks. Control-Alt-Delete-3 says, he didn't want an open relationship. He wanted it so that he could have an open relationship, but not you. OP replies, I see. Thank you. You're probably right. MinuteBox3852 says, he wanted permits to cheat while you remained monogamous, OP. He thought so highly of himself that he thought he could manipulate you into thinking it was equal because you would never want another man. The OP replies again, maybe you're right. Maybe he thought I wouldn't even try because I didn't want an open relationship in the first place. No Abroad 2615 wants to add this. Y'all are young. He probably watches a lot of porn and fantasizes about doing things with other women. He didn't think it through and thought only to be in an open relationship for his sake and living his fantasies. The moment you did something, especially before him, his ego got wrecked. He effed around and found out. This relationship is pretty much over. He won't be able to get over what you did because he's not ready to be in a relationship right now. Yeah, I think these comments are bang on, no pun intended. He proposed an open relationship because he wanted to cheat while still having you all to himself. Once he found out that you were also out there living life and enjoying yourself, that sort of made things less desirable in his eyes. But of course, he couldn't tell you he was cheating on you the whole time. So he projected that onto you that moment you told him what had happened. Let us know your thoughts below. Thank you for joining us today on rSpace. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. We'd hate for you to miss out. If you want to listen to more stories from me, check out our lounge, where I feature a larger variety of non-cheating related stories. See you there. Stories.